Alright, I'm going to show you guys how I warm up. Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Day 3.
Alright, this is the one. This is how I warm up.
Hi, I'm Jesse Nemitz, and this is your free vocal tip of the week. A common question many people have when they're beginning to sing is, how do I extend my range? Well, there's a couple things you can do instantly right now, just sitting here and watching this video, that can help you figure that out. And here's a couple things you can kind of feel. So what I want you to do is put your hand on your larynx and make a sound and go, You can feel that. And as you go down or as you go up in pitch, you can try this. Now, if you make that pitch in the center, and then go down, and then go up, and your larynx is raising up or lowering for those low or high pitches, you're going to have an issue. So, this goes into the second thing I want to tell you, which is decreasing the volume.
I'm going to stop for a second. You think that singing is easy? It's not. You got to get it right. You got to get the notes right. You got to practice. You got to warm up every day. It's hard.
Volume, taking all the weight out of the voice and finding out how you can start to make pitch, low, medium, and high, without having this thing raise up or down. But you do that at very, very low volume. So try it here. Get into that vocal fry just a little bit. You don't want to have because even though that's soft, you're not getting full chord compression. So let's do that again. And then see if you can move up and down. Without having that move. And the lighter you can go, the easier it is for you to be able to stretch that range out. And extending the range, for me, when I do it with my students, is mostly about thinning the voice out. And if you're thick going up, then you're never going to have a chance of getting up past the high C as a guy or past that G as a girl. You want to thin that stuff out. Leave this alone. And as you go down, rather than and having that thing go down. So simple humming like that, or using an NG, at a very, very low volume can be the first step you can take as a singer. Just thinning the voice out, keeping a consistent feel on the larynx so that it's not raising up or down. And you start making pitches. As the voice thins out, you'll get higher and lower naturally, rather than having to pull up all that weight to get to the top.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Chris Keller. This is your free vocal tip of the week. Rock. A lot of guys come to me, females, come to me saying, I want to learn how to rock. Let me just put it out there. The screaming, the yelling, a lot of that stuff, none of it is good for your voice, and there's never a perfect way to sing rock. Don't think, how can I sing rock without damaging my chords? There's going to be a slight bit of damage. You can abuse them, you can wear them out fairly quickly. But there are proper ways to sing rock better with less damage. A lot of it comes from a lot of airflow, a lot of positioning, keeping your jaw low. Those are the main two things I like to think of. And then just finding that grit without over pushing it. For me, I can't stand to listen to some of like the Nickelback kind of guys and Shinedown, some of those guys. They put the grit in a lower spot. For me, it hurts my voice, so I don't do it. Simple as that. The higher ones are easier for me to sing. So when I sing rock, when I sing that gritty sound, I don't push it. I just kind of let it happen. And I stay in a low spot. If I don't sing for a while, I do feel a slight bit of, not pain, but I feel a little bit, wow, I just really wore out my chords very quickly. And then I know to rest. But once again, get a lot of air, keep the positioning. If I go for a, right there, just a C. What I'm doing is, you can hear, I put a little bit of compression. No! At the end, and I'm pushing that air. Hey! Hey! No! Hey! And to get that actual grit, you just gotta experiment. You just gotta find it. If it hurts a lot, right when you do it, you're doing it a way that's not contributing to your voice.
Yeah.
No! No! My chords are already there, and then I'm just finding that grit. It's not a throaty grit, because if you use throaty, it's going to hurt even worse. Hey! Hey! If you can put a little bit going into it, use a big H, get that air moving. Hey! Hey! Keep the jaw down, keep that front chord, you leave it out. You're going to have much, much more stamina. So take what you can, give it a shot, work on your own a little bit, do little bits at a time. Once you wear your voice out, do a proper warm down. Don't attempt it again for a little while, maybe even another day. You don't want to overdo it. But after a while, if you really want to sing rock, it will happen. Just let it do its thing. Let it run its course, and you will find it.
Alright, this is connecting your head and chest voice together.
Hey, I'm Brett Manning. Welcome to the free vocal tip of the week. The mix, blend of head and chest, has three main connectors. But we just want to talk about one, the NG, the If you say ah, you might show preference to the mouth as a resonator, thus engaging only the musculature that is engaged when you produce chest voice. Make sense? If I'm in chest, everything's locked in the chest, locked out of the mouth, and I'm not going any higher with ease. Eventually I break apart into falsetto. But if I close off my mouth as a resonator completely, I rehabituate my vocal cords into knowing that they have to let go. If I say, I can't pull up. Even if I put too much squeeze on it, it might shake and feel awful, but at least I'm not stuck in my mouth. If I'm in my mouth, the resonance doesn't shift, neither does the structure. If I get out of my mouth, ma 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 ma, ma 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 ma, you hear the resonance shift. Chest, next. You hear it. Primarily in the mouth, mouth and head. Primarily in the mouth, mouth and head. This is very valuable, because if you can learn to feel that, you can find your mix on even the worst day.
Anyways, that's how I warm up.